Hey, what is going on, all my broskies? How you guys doing today? My name is the Bro Man. Welcome back to another episode of the Borussia Dortmund Manager Mode. I realized in the last episode that I actually didn't download update to new squads or whatever, so that's why I had to buy Kagawa. So I feel like a little bit of an idiot, but whatever. Things still end up kind of working out, I guess, because I ended up buying him. But our first game today is against Manchester City, and once again, I am playing on world-class difficulty, and this team was absolutely shitting on my face. I was getting absolutely destroyed, and as you guys can see here, they already had two chances really early on in the game, and really the only thing I could do here was, just try my best to hold them off because they were absolutely insane. I couldn't even get an attack where I could get through them, and I think EA kind of needs to fix their hard computer when you get to the higher difficulties, because it gets to the point where it's just ridiculous. You can't take the ball off them. There you see Negredo just chips my keeper. That was a little bit annoying, but it's like you can't do anything. Right after they scored, I basically got this chance here, and that was basically one of the only chances I got in the whole game. It's just like, see, at this part here, you just can't touch the ball, and you can't take the ball off of them. I don't actually end up lowering the difficulty, but I did end up deciding that what I should do was, switch some things up on my team, because I was thinking in my head that maybe the only reason this game was so hard is because it's a Man City, and I knew it was going to be a hard team, so maybe that's the only reason. But there, as you guys can see by the stats, I was getting shit on. I was getting destroyed. But I knew that Man City would have been a hard game, so I decided, I would keep trying on this difficulty. But as you guys can see, they're just getting chance after chance after chance, and I'm just trying to hold on, and I just can't do it. I just can't do it, guys. I can't. And here you see, runs in on a breakaway, and look at this. Look at this save. Nice. And yeah, I actually made a mistake in this team, and that is putting Reus at left mid. As you guys can see here, Reus didn't actually do that much in the game, but when he did do something, this was the big moment for him, and that just made me realize, I need this guy up front as striker. I need him up at striker. So I ended up losing 2-0, and that kind of sucked. It was a little bit frustrating. I was like, crap, maybe I should lower the difficulty. I ended up not lowering the difficulty. And then I get an email here saying Roman Wiedenveller is injured, and I'm like, are you shitting me? My only backup player is a 71 overall keeper named Langerak. So I end up putting Langerak in net for now, and I end up switching up my formation here because I knew I wanted to, have two strikers up front, have one with pace and have one with good finishing. And luckily for me, Reus has good pace and good finishing. So what I end up doing here is I end up putting shit. I can't really see the screen very well because for some reason it's playing at low quality. But yeah, I end up putting Aubameyang right mid. I keep Gundogan at left mid, and that was basically how my team looked. And then I knew I needed to buy a new keeper because I couldn't just stick with this 71 overall keeper. So I ended up getting Thibaut Courtois on my list of goalies I want. So I decided, hey, why not make an offer for him? I knew he was going to be really expensive because, he's 22, he's already 86 overall. I knew I was not going to get him for cheap. So I still had 30, or I can't read that number, I'm sorry guys. I still had a pretty good amount of transfer budget left, so I decided I would make a pretty good offer. He's valued at 24 million. I decided I would offer a solid 28 to see if they would accept that. My next match was against PSG, and I'm like, okay, I know these guys are good too, so maybe this is going to be another ridiculous game, but we'll see. So I end up starting this game off here. Immediately, Reus starts making an impact. I start sending him up the wing. He gets a shot. That's just the first chance of the game. That's not really anything important. But then here goes Reus again. Does a nice little move. Through ball to Immobile. Immobile slots it in the bottom corner just like he should do. That's what Immobile does the best, boys. That's what he does best. He's a really solid finisher. He's a really good player. If you guys are playing manager mode, you should try to buy Ciro Immobile. He has really good potential as well. And here's a chance that they get. Sends the through ball, sweats it, and my keeper destroys them. And that's the 71 overall keeper. So he's already starting to kind of prove that he's a little bit worthy. And this is the power of Reus. The power of Reus. Did you guys just see that? If you didn't see that clearly, just wait till you watch the replay. Reus is an absolutely ridiculous player in this game mode. And probably an ultimate team as well. It's unfortunate that in Ultimate Team he is a left mid, because if you could play him striker with getting full chemistry, I guarantee he would be extremely overpowered. Reus is a really, really good player. And here they come back, and here's Cavani, and as you guys know, Cavani's a really solid player. He ends up destroying my whole team and just destroying my keeper, and I just felt very terrible about that. It felt terrible. And then here comes Reus in the second half, cuts around that guy nicely with a little step over. And damn Reus, freaking beast. you guys didn't see that clearly, just look at this. Does a nice little step over fake and then finesses it gently into the bottom corner. Here they come again. They're still attacking, trying to come back. Langerak still making B saves. He's a really good keeper for being 71 overall, making some really nice saves. And I don't know why I'm showing this part of the game, because I'm pretty sure nothing comes out of this attack here. But this is Kagawa showing off some of his dribbling skills, I guess. Maybe that's why I was showing that. But anyways, here we go again. I just try a nice little chip through ball because I see their wingers, their wingbacks are gone. So I send Reus. He stops the ball, cuts in, and does another finesse, and just absolutely destroys. So, as you guys can see, Reus is an absolutely amazing striker. Like, he definitely carried my team in this game. And then here you guys can see more epicness from Kagawa. Can we score one more time? Kagawa does a nice little spin. The McGeady spin, takes a shot and skies it. And that's where the ref decides to blow the final whistle. Reus getting the hat trick and an assist, making a huge difference for my team. Even Langerak played really well, our keeper. So now that I have Courtois on my list and I see that Langerak is playing this well, I maybe won't need Courtois as much as I thought. But I decided here that I would try out some new players. So what I ended up doing here is I put on Ramos, give Reus a break, and then a while ago this one guy asked me for a chance to play. I think he asked me to play in the first game, and I decided, hey, why the heck not? We're playing against Swansea next, so we don't really need the best team. So I decided to put him on. He's like a 60 overall guy who's a cam, so I took off Kagawa for him. And then I also decided here that I was going to take a little bit of a change in my defense line. So I end up taking off Socrates and putting on Ginter, and then I also take off Durm for Schmelzer. So I change up my lineup a little bit to see how it works out for me in this game, and end up simming this match because I didn't really feel like playing against Swansea. I just knew if I simmed it, I had a pretty good chance of winning. So I'm simming it here, I'm just chilling, I'm like, okay, I'm expecting the best from my team, I'm expecting the victory. And immediately Aubameyang scores, well, not immediately, and then followed by Ramos pretty quick after. But then they score, and I'm starting to get a little sweaty. I'm like, no, please don't score on me again. Please do not score on me again. And there's subs being made, there's cards being dished out, and then Schmelzer scores and makes it 3-1, and that seals the deal for us. We end up winning against Swansea in the simulated match, and I was feeling pretty good about that. Now here in my emails, I see that Chelsea did not accept my offer for Courtois, but I didn't have enough money to increase my offer. So what I had to do here was I had to basically choose a player that I wanted to, send them, because they wanted 41 million or something for Courtois, if you guys can read that. So I definitely didn't have enough money. So I decided to grab a player that I found was pretty good and make an offer with him. I can't see the monetary value I offered, but I offered Subotic, and here's where I make a really big stupid mistake, and I realized it a little bit too late. So AS Monaco wanted Socrates, so I said I'd give him to them for 45 million. And what do you know? Chelsea ends up accepting my offer for Courtois, meaning Subotic is leaving the club, as well as for 26 million or something. So I ended up getting Thibaut Courtois, which is really, really good, but I did lose a center back, and then this started making me a little bit worried, because that means if AS Monaco ended up accepting my offer, which they did, I now do not have another good center back. All I have is Hummels and Ginter. So this immediately caused a problem, and I knew that I made a big mistake, and I was like, crap, what am I supposed to do now? How am I supposed to get a center back? And then I decided I would have to take action on that. And as you can see here, Thibaut Courtois accepts my contract offer. So we now have Thibaut Courtois. He is now the starting goalie for my team. Even though Langerak was good, I still got Courtois, and I knew I needed a new center back. So I went after the one that I thought would be even better than Socrates and Subotic were. So I go up to Bayern, I'm like, yo Bayern, could we buy your Boateng? So I offer 41 million thanks to all that money I just got from Socrates. And Bayern Munich ends up reviewing the deal, and they realize real quick that I didn't offer enough. I offered 1.5 million under what they want for him. So I'm like, shit, are you kidding me? I can't offer another $1 million for that guy. So I ended up looking through my club for a player that I decided would be not too useful, that I would literally never play at all. So I'm looking through my club, I see that Grosskreutz is worth a little bit too much to give away right now, and then I end up finding this man, Kel, who's worth just a little bit over what they're asking. So combined, that's a total of like 43 points. I can't remember how much it is combined, but it was a little bit more than they were asking for if you include the value for Kel. And I knew I was never going to play him, so I end up getting the deal with Boateng. And that was a really, really great thing for me. And here at the end, Shaheen says, hey, don't play that 60 overall guy. You should play me. So I'm like, yeah, I'm definitely going to take you up on that. When a player asks me to play, I usually say, okay, why not? And put them in the starting squad. Unless it's like a huge game and they're like 20 overall, I might not do it. But you guys can see at the end, I have Courtois in net now, meaning my keeper is just insane. We still have Ginter as one of the center backs because Boateng hasn't quite come over yet. And yeah, so the team's looking really solid right now, guys. Hopefully you enjoyed this episode. In the next episode, we will be getting Boateng and we will be proceeding forward in the season. So thank you guys for watching. Have a great day, everybody, and peace out.